I thought old horror games wouldn't really scare me. I was wrong. If you haven't played Resident Evil yet, start with this one. Because this game just doesn't try to scare you, it makes you feel uncomfortable. Imagine this, you're inside a massive mansion in the middle of nowhere, and suddenly you're alone. No backups, no help, just you and whatever is inside. That's how Resident Evil, the 2022 video game remake, the fuck? That's how Resident Evil, the remake, begins. And what makes it worse? The game is slow. Not boring slow, but stressful slow. It takes its time and forces you to do the same. Every time you open the door, you hesitate. Because of that door animation? No. It's not just loading, it's a warning to you. It gives you enough time to think, maybe I should just not go in there. But you still do. And most of the time, you regret it. At the starting of the game, you can play as Jill Valentine or Chris Redfield. Same story, but very different experiences. When you play as Jill, Jill gets more inventory space, she gets more support, and she's more of a comfortable option if you want to play the game. But when you play as Chris, bro, it's hard, trust me. Chris in the game literally suffers. You have less space, you have more restrictions, and it is uncomfortable as F to play as Chris. And that one small difference completely changes the feel and the experience of the game. Inventory management in this game is not it's not a mechanic. It is a stress that is given by the developers. Because you cannot carry everything, you have to only carry the important things, and most of the time everything is important. So every time you pick something up, you're giving something else up. So you keep asking yourself, should I pick this thing up or not? Do I really need this? And trust me when I say this, most of the time you need that thing. So you walk back again and again and again to the safe rooms to get the thing that you want from your inventory. The safe room in these games actually feels safe, trust me. When you go in there, you feel safe and cozy. I don't know why. But when you step out of the room, it is whole another world for you. All of that tension and everything comes right back up onto you. And the thing is, it doesn't overwhelm you. Most of the time, it applies the pressure to you slowly. I don't know how to explain that feeling. Resident Evil 1 Remake has a variety of horrors in it, like body horror, disfigured creatures, and unpredictable encounters with them. And the game doesn't really rely on constant jump scares. It builds fear and lets it sit with you. Sometimes nothing happens, and somehow it's worse. And then there are enemies. They're just not there to attack you. They fucking control how you move. And personally speaking, I hated the dogs, like the Dobermans. They're fast, they're aggressive, and they take a lot of health from you if you get bitten from them. They're really bad. Like really, just avoid them if you can. Just avoid them. As you progress throughout the story, the game slowly opens up with you. No, not in that way. But you start in the Spencer mansion, and the horror just doesn't end there. There are new areas, new paths, and new problems to encounter. I won't spoil anything, but this game really likes to remind you with the fact that you aren't the one that is in control. I mean, you aren't the one that is controlling how you move. The game does. And another thing that adds to the pressure, you cannot save infinitely. There are limited saves in the game. That simply means every mistake matters, every wrong decision costs you time, and sometimes progress too. You start to play more carefully, you think more, you hesitate more, and that hesitation is where the fear lives. But honestly speaking, if you're playing on medium or hard difficulties, it is manageable. Like you get enough amount of saves to progress throughout the game. And when I played the game, I played on medium difficulty. I had almost a total of 32 or 30, I don't remember, maybe like 32 or 34 saves, and I used like 28 or 29. I don't remember, it could be 30 saves too, but yeah, I had plenty of saves remaining at the end of the game. So it's manageable. But if you're playing at hard difficulty, that is another level. You might be it might be uncomfortable, or it might be hard, yeah. And then there's something I didn't expect at the end. There are different endings in the game. Yeah, no surprise. Which means your actions actually matter in the game. Who you save, what you do, and who you miss. I won't spoil anything, but yeah, it matters. And when you realize that all of these things actually matter, you start to play the game more seriously. Every decision feels heavier, and by the time you reach at the end of the game, you actually feel like you have survived something. I went into this thinking that it's just an old game. How much scary can it really be? Because this is not my first Resident Evil. My first Resident Evil was in fact Resident Evil 7, and that game scared the shit out of me. So I thought, it's an old game. How scary will it actually be? But trust me, like it's not a normal game. It's scary as fuck. It's slow, it's uncomfortable, it's stressful. And somehow that's exactly what makes this game so good. If you're waiting for the next big horror game, maybe don't. Just play this one. And trust me, you won't be ready.